Welcome into your NAPA Auto Parts player profile. Dan Collins alongside my broadcast partner Jordan Swick and Miners outfielder Brooks Stotler. Brooks, thanks for joining us.
Thank
I
you.
hope you're ready for the ride, and here we go. You were one of the more later additions to the team, coming in roughly around after that first weekend. Right away, a couple different spots in the lineup order, but now it seems like you're being solidified for the time being as the leadoff man. So what's that role been like for you so far, being the number one man in the order, leading things off for this club?
Just trying to get on base every time. Really, as the leadoff man, that's your job is get on base. BT just tells me, whatever you got to do, get on base. If that's with an error, with a hit, or with a bunt, just get on base.
Mhm.
So I think that's my job.
One of the things that me and Dan have noticed during the broadcast is always during your first at bat, you always square a bunt.
The
Is
Brooks
that
Stotler Special.
is that on your own, or is that something that BT is putting on for you?
No, that's totally on my own.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he'll later in the game he'll kind of give me the sign to bunt sometimes, but usually it's just on my own.
Mm-hmm. And what's it like when you came a little later? You're into that clubhouse. How quickly was it for you just to get acclimated with things and how things work, and kind of, I guess, goofing around with the guys there in the clubhouse?
I think I acclimated pretty quickly because I know Jacob Huey, he's on the team, and just kind of hanging out with him, and then he introduced me to all the guys as well. So I think I just acclimated really quickly. All the guys are really cool on the team, and they really accepted me.
Mm-hmm. So one of the things I know, coming up here to the Alaska Baseball League in the Summer League, certain guys are going to work on certain things. But what's Brooks Stotler exactly working on? What are like the main goals you have here for when you go back to Long Beach State that you want to say you definitely accomplished?
I really wanted to work on my bunt game, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job in that. And I wanted to work on my outfield reads as well, seeing the ball off the bat. Working on getting my arm stronger as well, and probably my base running needs some work. So definitely getting better jumps at first.
As an outfielder, is it a little bit more difficult to kind of get used to every other outfielder that you're playing with? There's not really a set outfield lineup day in, day out, but you're usually in there. Garrison Schwartz is in there, and then we always see Donadio, Nickens, Bynum,
Montgomery.
probably Montgomery. Thank you. Yeah. So is it difficult? Not really knowing who's going to be playing outfield.
Not really. I mean, with different guys, you play different ways. Some guys are faster than others.
Mm-hmm.
Some take different reads, but I think for the most part, it's just kind of the same. You just got to play with your game.
And any baseball superstitions? Are you one of the baseball
No.
superstitious types? Do you notice any guys having the superstitions around the clubhouse, or maybe poke fun at them from time to time?
No, not really.
Really?
No, yeah.
Is there any kind of thing to where if things are going right with the club, you guys are definitely going to be doing X, Y, and Z for the next few days, or is it just all up in the air, really?
I feel like it's kind of all up in the air, really. Just kind of going with the flow. I feel like we just kind of come to the field and it's work.
So who is
Get our
Brooks
job done.
Stotler? Who's Brooks Stotler off the field, both back at home on the West Coast or up here in Alaska in the last frontier? What are some of the things Stotler likes to get involved with?
Well, I like to surf, so I'm really kind of laid back, I guess you could say.
Done any surfing out here? No, not yet.
No, no, not yet. But I feel like I'm just laid back, kind of just like to hang out, go to the gym a lot, and just just hang out with friends, really.
I was talking to Jacob Huey at the end of the glacier hike, and he was telling me that you guys have traveled to the University of Hawaii.
Yeah.
He told me that you guys were surfing there. Was that probably the best surfing kind of experience you've had?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely the warmest water I've ever been in while surfing, and just the wave, just the type of wave was something you only get in Hawaii. So it was really fun.
This team recently had a pretty long stint against the Bucks, and you have a teammate. I believe it's just the one teammate,
Yeah.
Rivera, their right-handed pitcher out of the pen for them. What is that like? I know you faced him a couple times out there. What is it like when you come up to the summer league and you see a guy in the mound that's somebody you're really familiar with, somebody you share a clubhouse with back at home, but now you guys are facing each other mano-a-mano?
I actually really like it. I think it's really fun. I was really excited to face him, and because I kind of know what he has, he knows what I do, so it's kind of a little rivalry right there.
Do you
for
feel like
bragging rights?
Do you feel like you have more of an advantage than he does, or vice versa?
I I think I would probably have more an advantage because I know all his pitches and whatnot, and he hasn't really faced me too much, so I think I would have the advantage.
So it's the question that must be asked, the way we like to close it out. When you go back home, what's one thing you're going to say you accomplished here and had the most fun with during your time in Alaska, whether that be baseball related or host family related or just Brooks Stotler related, you name it. What's the few things you're always going to tell people you're never going to forget here about your time in Alaska?
Definitely the off days. Off days are great. We went on the glacier. We went to Finger Lake for jet skiing. That was really fun. And just kind of...
You were one of the guys who didn't get stuck.
Yeah, I was one of the guys who didn't get stuck. But yeah, it's a great time off the field, and then on the field, it's all business. The guys are really fun to hang out with on and off the field as well. And just kind of, it's a good program. And just kind of having fun with everything.
Well, there you have it, everybody. Brooks Stotler, surfer and baseball aficionado here for the Matsu Miners. Been to both Alaska and Hawaii now. So as long as he travels around the lower 48, they like to call it here in Alaska, you can hit every state here in the U.S. So thanks, Brooks, for stopping by here on your NAPA Auto Parts Player Profile.